Zoos of the 21st century are very different than they were just 20 or 30 years ago. Not only are exhibits better, animal care, animal welfare, all of those things have improved so dramatically. But we're also working beyond the fence. We're not just caring for the animals here at the Riverbanks, we're participating in conservation programs all over the world. We have a program here called the Riverbanks Conservation Field Associates, where employees from our keepers all the way up through our curators are able to travel around the world and actively participate in some incredible programs.
We have sent our own Riverbanks staff down to Suriname, which is in South America, to work with native species of sea turtles, including leatherback sea turtles and green sea turtles. Our veterinary staff has been doing health assessments on these animals to help gain more information about what the populations of these animals are doing in Suriname. One of the major impacts on sea turtle habitats is marine debris. One of the species that's particularly impacted by marine debris is leatherback sea turtles. They actually love to eat jellyfish, and jellyfish can look a lot like a plastic bag. So when our plastic bags get into the ocean, they can be ingested by those sea turtles, and then they can really run into problems. So put your plastic bags in the proper receptacles, and you can really help sea turtles.
Riverbanks has a really robust conservation program, the heart of which is the Riverbanks Conservation Support Fund. In 1996, the fund was established by the Riverbanks Zoo Society Board of Directors. And over the last 5 fiscal years, we've averaged about $83,000 a year in support for conservation projects. Since its inception, over $660,000 has gone to 190 plus projects in 38 countries around the globe.
We recognize that we can accomplish a lot individually, but we know that we can accomplish so much more when working collectively. So the approximately 215 accredited institutions of the AZA are now pooling their money and are contributing literally hundreds of millions of dollars a year to wildlife conservation in the wild, ranking zoos in this country among the top conservation organizations in the world.
So what can you do to help? There's a number of different ways. First, you can drop some money in the box right here. You can make a trip over to the birdhouse, drop your coins in the Vortex wishing well. You can buy compost for your garden.
Well, the Conservation Support Fund is one of the most important things that Riverbanks Zoo has ever done. And of course, we're not only interested in conservation projects in other parts of the world that are more exotic, involving gorillas and tigers, but we're also interested in conservation projects right here in the United States, especially in the southeastern United States, where Riverbanks Zoo is. Diamondback rattlesnakes, as we found out, are really habitat specialists, and they really need open savanna pine woodlands, particularly longleaf pine habitat, and that's disappearing in the southeastern United States. As a matter of fact, it's almost gone. Another species that we're interested in conserving are diamondback terrapins, which is a species of turtle that's found in the salt marshes of the southeastern United States. And we're taking a two-pronged approach at that. One is raising babies to release back into the wild once they're a little bit larger, and the other was to determining how to hatch more females than males, because females have real high mortality.
Our ZooTeen program here at Riverbanks is a youth development program that will engage our teens from freshman year to their senior year of high school in conservation projects. And they have truly been inspired by the river cleanups that we've done right here on the Saluda River, and just the amount of trash that we remove here in a single cleanup can be anywhere from 5 bags of trash to 20 bags of trash, depending on the season. So going out in the river and just cleaning up the trash is one thing, but to get the kids very much involved in the process and to really send the message home, we ask them to look at that trash and figure out a creative way in order to educate and inspire our guests to take action themselves. So the way we did that is through them creating these art pieces, and our teens really let the trash speak to them as to what they were going to create. One of our ZooTeens was so inspired by the work that she's done here at Riverbanks through the ZooTeen program that she's actually taken it back to her school and is encouraging others to get involved in the river cleanups and reducing their plastic footprint. Although we're located here in the center of South Carolina, we are actually connected very closely to the ocean. Right here at the Saluda River, all the water does drain into the Atlantic Ocean, so anything that happens inland can actually affect downstream.
We want you, our guests, to enjoy Riverbanks beyond just a family experience. We want to turn you into advocates. We want you to be a part of conservation. And because of that, we've created opportunities in the zoo through wishing wells, places on our website where you can contribute. And you can contribute knowing that 100% of those funds will be used to better and help save wildlife around the world.
We're really excited too about some of the sustainable practices we're developing here at Riverbanks. One of the most exciting is the compost program, which diverts about 15,000 cubic feet a year of animal waste and bedding to our compost slab. This is converted into really high quality amendments, soil amendments. They're used both here at Riverbanks and provided for sale to our guests and to our members. That money that's generated, the revenue, goes directly back into the Conservation Support Fund. Second, this wonderful exhibit that we're standing in now, the Sea Lion exhibit, has a really unique and sophisticated water reclamation system whereby all of the salt water in this 300,000 gallon pool is purified using a wetland, an artificial wetland, and repumped back into the exhibit to reduce water waste. So why is it important for you to give money to the Conservation Fund? In an ever-changing world, wildlife and wild places need your support to survive. Please consider being a wildlife champion by contributing to the Conservation Support Fund. Every dollar that you contribute will go directly to conservation, and we thank you for your support.